The National Democratic Congress NDC is set to adore Professor Naana Jane Opoku Agyemang as its running mate to partner the party's flag bearer, former President John Dramani Mahama, for the upcoming December 7 general elections. Now, the event is slated for Wednesday, 24th of April 2024 at the University of Professional Studies UPSA in Accra.
As the 2024 election campaign heats up, many were calling for former President John Mahama to choose a much younger person as his running mate. However, others also argue that Professor Janet Naana Opoku Agyemang has occupied various leadership positions where she acquired the skills needed to become a flag bearer. The party's leadership finally confirmed her as running mate after the Council of Elders and National Executive Committee NEC meeting on Thursday, March 7, 2024, which focused on her nomination by the flag bearer on February 27, 2024. Professor Opoku Agyemang, who is a former Minister of Education, partnered former President Mahama during the 2020 election. The two-time running mate of the opposition National Democratic Congress NDC, Professor Janet Naana Opoku Agyemang, will on Wednesday, 24th April 2024, address Ghanaians at the Kofi Ohene Kunedu Auditorium at the University of Professional Studies UPSA Accra during her official outdooring by the party. She will be speaking on the NDC's vision for the 2024 general elections at exactly 4 p.m., which is the day to officially adore her for the second time as the running mate to John Dramani Mahama for the 2024 general election. This was contained in a statement issued by the party's communications officer, Sami Jemfi, who announced that the event will be graced by the NDC's flag bearer, John Dramani Mahama, members of the Functional Executive Committee, and members of the Council of Elders of the party.
Now, Mustafa Bande is the NDC Deputy General Secretary, and he joins us via phone for a conversation on the back of this. Mustafa, thank you for your time, and congratulations to your party.
Thank you very much, and thank you for being with us. We also thank you so much for helping the NDC arrive finally with such a very strong, character, personality as running mate. I think that it adds up to the betterment of our national discourse in terms of finding qualified persons with expertise and the gravitas to help us rebuild our broken economy.
Now, let me ask this critical question where, Naana Jane has brought a bit of some change, a break away from the tradition of a man running mate. Of course, you have chosen a woman running mate. Now, the next one that people will be looking out for is maybe there will be a little breakaway again on what Naana Jane represents. I know she is an educationist, but what will she be representing? Will it be the traditional vice president representing or heading the economic management team, or something else will be coming from her?
Well, clearly, conventionally, we have always touted the running mate or vice president to be one that would have economic pedigree in terms of understanding the overview of economy and all of that.
Right.
So her coming on board is at a critical time where what Ghanaians are looking for, presumably that she becomes a vice president, is not sloganeering and accolades. It's really bringing the leverage of integrity, self-worth, credibility to the table of governance. And if we mentioned the vice president today, to our grassroots, to every village, every student, every young person, for some reasons, it makes mockery because the current vice president is on record to be a liar, to be dishonest. And that, for me, is an important space she's coming to make up for. So that in the absence of the president, when the vice president is speaking in any function, Ghanaians can take the words of the vice president as true words of government, representing the governance of a government, and then representing what the president would have said. Under the current circumstances, when the vice president speaks, he doesn't seem to represent the president, because he comes back to say that he is not a president. And so whatever he has said in the past and whatever the president has done, he cannot take responsibility. And that is the dilemma the people of Ghana find themselves in, where you cannot trust the words of your vice president. For me, Professor also comes with that pedigree of compassion as a mother, and having been a teacher for a very long time, or a lecturer if you want to call it, by elite, she's taught a wide range of people, and so she will understand how to handle people in governance in order to get the best out of them, to be able to build a strong economic team that will perform for the country. So her candidature makes it up for what the NDC will require to be able to rebuild this economy. Clearly, our economy is broken. Clearly, corruption has taken center stage, mistrust against our country and all of that, because of the current setup led by President Akufo-Addo. And if you have a President Mahama who have a previous experience as president, has been vice president before, we know he's a man of humility, man of candor, and having a vice president who has that pedigree, that experience to be able to handle people, I believe that we could build this country within the shortest possible time. And all Ghanaians are looking for in the change of 2025 is a change that will help rebuild Ghana. Right. A leadership that will come and clean their faces of tears.
Right. Before you go, if you can take us through the highlights of tomorrow's outdooring program.
Okay, so basically, she will be there herself. Party functionaries, key party functionaries are going to be there, strictly by invitation. The flag bearer will grace the occasion, and then members of parliament or parliamentary candidates of the party will also be there. I think few clergy members would also be there who will pray and all of that. So like any normal program, it's going to take that order. But we definitely will be hearing from the learned, humble, compassionate professor tomorrow. We'll definitely hear her at some point make a first public statement upon her assumption of the role as running mate. She will make a public statement to the country, a public statement to the party, and we are looking forward for that statement to happen. The flag bearer would also be telling Ghanaians why and how he ended up in his choice and all of that. And the party, of course, National Chairman, General Secretary will all be there to make some powerful speeches that will resonate with the selection.
Mustafa Akpande, Metro TV will keep tabs with you, and definitely will let the rest of the viewers know what will happen at the program tomorrow. He's a Deputy General Secretary for the NDC.